Alright, so we're going to be rating Gen 2, and it is completely on preference. It's involving their attacks, the movesets, how they look, how they show up in the anime, the games, personal experiences. It's just to basically chill and hang out. Cheers, BTA. Keeping up the best. And so, first of all, starting off, if the entire Fluffy line is not B or higher, this is a crime occurring. This is why I love it, because people get riled up. But, Chikorita. I think it's the least interesting out of the three first Pokemon evolutions in this gen. Like, if I had to put Chikorita, Cinderquil, and Totodile in a line, ignoring the future evolutions, it's the one that's, like, the least interesting. And I think overall it's a pretty good base to start us off at C. Because I don't hate it. If I find it in a Nuzlocke, I'm pretty damn happy to get it. In fact, when we started our Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire run on Thursday, I would have been completely happy to take Chikorita. It's a bean. Add the blur tool to it, and it's a bean with a leaf. That's 100% true, actually, yeah. Smack some Photoshop skills on that. Bayleaf is better, in my opinion. I like Bayleaf more. It's got, like, that particular sort of leaf design about it. It's got the dinosaur, like, look to it. And the Bayleaf, you know what I mean? Like a bay leaf. It's pretty cool. I enjoy it a lot. I think that's the top of B. I think that's high B, in my opinion, for Bayleaf. Meganium starts to lose it for me. I wish it kept its big leaf, or it grew something different. But I think it honestly, it's not better than Chikorita, in my opinion. I think, honestly, Meganium goes down to a D. There. Yeah, it's a very, very odd choice to get rid of the leaf. Cyndaquil. Now, Cyndaquil's hella cute. I kind of... so, I always choose Cyndaquil. Every single time I played Heart Gold, Soul Silver, I have not been able to actually bring myself to choose the other ones, honestly. Because Cyndaquil is just the better choice. Not only because it's a fire type and you tend to choose them because fire type. But, it's also just, in its appeal, its playstyle, stuff like that, it's just a better choice. It also mirrors Charizard's stats, which is mad, like, as it scales. Like, it's actually crazy how they've literally just made Charizard without flying. If you look at the stat line, it's crazy. Probably not modernized now, but when it came out, yeah, it was really, really strange. Quilava. Quilava, I think, looks better. Quilava, I think, is better than Bayleaf. Actually, in terms of Gen 2 pokes, I'd probably smack it up there in A. Typhlosion. It's a similar case of, like, starter's cute. Middle one kind of makes it look a bit more interesting. The last one, they lose me. Because while the design's cool, they kind of haven't got the right pieces together. Like, the flame bit on its back kind of makes it look a bit more hefty than you want it to be, like a sort of live, fast Pokemon. Because they're going for, like, a honey badger look, aren't they? Or, like, a ferret kind of look. Yeah, I think Typhlosion just low C. Totodile. I actually like Totodile. I don't like Crocodile and Feraligatr. So, I prefer Totodile as design more than Cyndaquil, I think. Crocodile. I don't like Crocodile, man. Fred Flintstone looking ass. He's just not like... Okay. I can see that people would like them, but that ain't my poke. That ain't my kind of Pokemon. I actually prefer Meganium to Crocodile, which is actually the first time the patterns changed during these pokes. So, fun fact: Sephiroth is the same weight as Pikachu and Kirby. Oh my god, fucking hell! It's because of his body training, you know. Like, for Alligator, they just kind of made him too bulky and his arms look weird. They needed to either give him some kind of design on his stomach or shoulder, like proper shoulders, because he looks so out of place, and it might even just be the spikes on his back. But his body looks like completely dysmorphed, and I only like it a bit more than Crocodile. Actually, no, that's a lie. I like it less. Crocodile at least knows what it is. It's like a caveman crocodile. Sad that pose does have his mouth open like the prior Evos. Yeah, I know. If it was like, that'd be pretty cool, doesn't it? Yeah, agreed. Hey. So I think that's my opinion on the evolutions. That's usually the one where we kind of fuss about them a little bit more, because that's important to people and stuff like that, because everyone tends to talk about their evolution preferences. But these are mine, in terms of what's going on with the starters. It's the pose. Could look so much cooler. Yeah. But also, as well as the pose, the middle section of the Pokemon just doesn't look correct proportionally. It looks really strange, and it makes you kind of just dislike it because you don't know what's going on. It's not the nicest. It's not the nicest Pokemon to look at. And that's a shame, because the idea is super cool, you know? Sentret. I have some feelings about Sentret. One, showed up in our last run when we were doing a Mega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, and it's been terrible. It's actually made me dislike Sentret, how bad it was during that run. It was trying its best, but it was a sad time, very much. It was the blurst of times. But fun thing about Sentret, its shiny is a slightly brighter, like a light brown, because of your new run. Yeah, I know, big F. Yeah, I mean, we're still playing Radical Red, just I can't play consistently Radical Red because it's just constant strength and grinding and difficult fights. Sentret is there. Furret, though. Furret is adorable and I want one. Oh, I want a Furret, trust me. But Sentret is shiny is a lighter brown in every single gen, except in Gen 4, where they've swapped them. It's really, really, really strange. I do like his design more than probably Meganium. That's probably the nicest I'd be about Sentret, because I don't hate him. It's just not interesting to me. Furret is much better. If there was a wild Furret about, I'd probably catch it in a Nuzlocke or a Randomiser run, something like that. And I honestly like it about as much, and probably less than Totodile, because its design isn't groundbreaking. It's just cute. Hoot Hoot. I like Hoot Hoot a fair bit. I like the whole it hops around on one foot. It's been around for a while. I don't see why they didn't keep the eyes, or they did something with the eyes, because there's some things when something's staple to a Pokemon, and for some reason they just decide, nah, they're gonna change it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Hoot Hoot. Honestly, I like it. No, I think it deserves to be in C, because it's still meh for me. Noctowl should have been a Psychic type. I know Xatu was their whole, like, flying Psychic thing in this gen, but they honestly could have just kind of mixed the ideas together a little bit and ended up with their ideal, like, flying Psychic. Nah, I like him. I like his look more than Typhlosion, but I use Typhlosion more viably, so I'm trying to find a nice little balance in the middle. And afterwards, we'll be going through and fixing everything. Ladybug. Ladybug's cute, and I wish it was good. As actually how he is in the game, just not usable, really. I think he's cute, though. I think he's cuter than Noctowl. I think Ladybug probably belongs a little bit there. We haven't really bumped into any S tiers yet. Ledian, I think, is a fun early game Pokemon to kind of fight, because they seem scarier than they are. But then they have moves that are like Dizzy Punch and Mach Punch and Comet Punch and stuff like that. Oh, the evolutions. The evolutions have their place. I would probably say high B for Ledian. I like the look of Ledian. He's the kind of Pokemon I like. I wish they had more Pokemon like Ledian. Alright, Spinarak. I don't mind Spinarak, honestly. Nothing special about them, even though I wish that, like, they are like the spider Pokemon that you think of early in the... I enjoyed using them in D&D because, you know, you always have a giant spider scene. Ariados, I wish this was green. I actually dislike this probably that much. Nah, I'm being a bit too mean there about Ariados, honestly. I like it a bit less than Sentret. Crobat, I like a lot. I I wish it was the same color as Golbat. That's a lot of things. They tend to make third stage Pokemon just suddenly have this drastic color change for no reason, to be able to make them look like that Super Saiyan final form kind of style. But yeah, Crobat, I like a lot. I would actually probably put Crobat in like high A. Chinchou. I like Lantern a lot. I'd probably put it like there. And I'm actually kind of changing my mind. I think this Crocodile is more creative than Meganium. Lampent. Honestly, I want to put Lampent in, like, somewhere here, honestly. I kind of want to smack him in S for now and maybe move him down. I love Lantern. Is it Lantern? Lampent's the Gem 5 one. I saw it in text and I was like, Lampent. Look, it's Poggywag. Oh wait, we can't Pog anymore, shit. Alright. Pichu. I like the addition of Pichu. It might also be that he's like my Smash main, even though I die all the time as him, but I kind of like that I do damage to myself. Good addition, very memorable. I remember always wanting to have that Pichu with Volt Tackle, even though it'd always kick my ass. But probably is a good spot for Pichu now that I think about it. Cleffa. They were trying to make it... See, Cleffa I don't think is very necessary. I kind of feel like they just added it for the sake of adding a baby Pokemon. Yeah, I don't hate... it's not enough to be an F. F is for hate. But I dislike Cleffa because it's not necessary. Igglybuff. Same thing as Cleffa, but I just think Igglybuff's cuter. Togepi. I like Togepi. I like the noises. I like Metronome. You always see a Togepi and you're like, oh shit, what's it going to do? Roar of Time. You know what I mean? Togepi. A bit worse than Bayleaf. Togetic. Togetic I like. I actually like Togetic more than Togepi, which is not a popular opinion, I think. I just like the look of it. And it's a unique design. It's not just some... It's not just like, oh, this is, you know... This is the plant Pokemon. This is the Venus Flytrap. It's, you know, it's a pretty damn cool looking Pokemon. Natu. I do like Natu. The problem is it doesn't do anything distinct. Besides stored power, it's kind of known for stored power, right? Natu and Xatu are very cool, but they're lacking something. Yeah, I know, that's what I mean. I feel like they're missing just, like, a little nudge. I like it more than Spinarak. Probably not more than Noctowl, though. Alright, Xatu... I probably like Xatu more than... For it. Alright, Mareep. Mareep is the boy. I think Mareep can go... right up here. But regardless, Fluffy, I like a bit less than Mareep. Truthfully. Probably below Ledian. Ampharos is great. Ampharos... I'm actually kind of rethinking now. Lantern is not better than Crobat. And Ampharos is up here. So, moving on next. Mega Ampharos. I don't remember what his distinct cool abilities was. But I liked him. He makes him a dragon type. I know it makes him a dragon type. I think that's the most I know about him. Truthfully. Okay, Blossom. Blossom. How do we feel about Blossom? I'm gonna be a bit quiet as I make myself some lunch and start up Bug Fables because I'm addicted to it. I'll still be watching now. Hey, appreciate it, man. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed Bug Fables. I bought it for Malia because you were talking about it and you talked about how it's like Paper Mario, and I know she loves Paper Mario. So Ampharos is pretty damn awesome, but still looks a bit weird. Yeah, agreed. Blossom is I just think it's a bit boring. That's probably the only problem I have against it. I'll probably put it like bottom of B. And actually, probably top of C. Blossom is very cute. I'd put it at A. I don't see... They kind of need to have pretty basic looking plant Pokemon to make the other plant Pokemon stand out. Why'd you hate the ones I like? It's just because I like an oomph. I like a reason to be like, yeah, that Pokemon's cool. If they show up and I go, I usually just write them pretty low. So they either need to be extremely cute in the sense of like an adorable small squishy thing, or they need to have a unique characteristic. That's usually how I rate them. Meryl is cute and is a small bouncy ball, and I can picture doing this to it like a basketball, and it just go boom, 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 and that is cute, but not as cool as Ladybug. Peekaboo, yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly it, my man. I think Azumaril's cool. A lot of people, I think, dislike the Meryl line because they were like, "Oh, look, they're trying to make a Pikachu, but you know, look what they did. Like, they tried to make a blue a blue Pikachu line, a Peekaboo line." But I like Azumaril probably more than I like Cinderquil. I just think it's a pretty cool Pokemon. I'd use it. It looks nice. Its typing's pretty cool. Water Fairy. It's kind of like a Primarina in it. I think it looks a lot weirder than Meryl. Yeah, but it's got a bit more flavor to it. Azumaril's pretty rad. I like Azumarill. I do agree. Sudowoodo. I love it. I love Sudowoodo. Fake Tree Man. Weirdness helps, I think. Yeah, the weirdness helps. Looks like an Easter egg. Yeah, I think it's meant to be like a... I mean, not meant to be an Easter egg, but you know what I mean? It's meant to have the sort of bunny egg look. Like. But I love Sudowoodo. He's a boy. Pretending to... I remember I played hide and seek with him in Poke Park Adventure on the Wii. And he pretended to be a tree, because that's the only characteristic he has. And I love him. He's my man. I'm smacking him up here. He's gonna... Nah, he's gonna go here. I was gonna put him in the middle of them as a meme, but actually I think he's just like pretty... I like Sudowoodo. He's pretty cool. Fake tree. And he's a rock type, which makes him super interesting, because a new person shows up to play Pokemon, they're like, oh, he's gonna be a grass type, isn't he? You know what I mean? And then you're like, ha! You fool. And then you rock slide them to death. Because they sent out their fire type against you. So that's how I feel about Sudowoodo. Might be a bit passionate, a bit aggressive, but you know what? It's just how I feel. Alright. Yeah, that throws you off a bit. Yeah, it's great. It's great. I love it. Rock Slide. I just called Politoed Rock Slide because I was thinking about Sudowoodo. But Politoed is my favorite Pokemon of Gen 2. He is cute. He is chunky. He is a frog. He's got the one little twizzle hair, which is extremely cute. I had one in my main team as a kid, so it's got my own personal memorability. I used one recently when I was fighting against a Straw Hat and Danny and stuff like that for his birthday stream. Because it's my favorite water type. He's just cool. I love him. Very, very, very sweet looking Pokemon. Not much I can say about it. Hoppip, I hate. Just because it's useless, and it's essentially the Magikarp of Gen 2, but you can't do anything with it. It doesn't even evolve into the crazy potential that is a Gyarados. It evolves into... And also it goes pink, green, blue. Mine died in stream yesterday. Oh wait, did Politoed die? Oh, he was a Riolu, wasn't he, that you had with him from the beginning? He would have been great if we had evolved him early game. He would have been very, very, very good. I will tell you that. Like, just because you keeping him safe for most of the game, for him to evolve later on, he would have been very, very good to carry you through the early game. Skiploom. What is Skiploom? I don't know what Skiploom is. I fear him. I'm also gonna go grab my blanket to wrap around me because it is cold, actually. I still don't know how to use the heater in my room. I'm too embarrassed to ask my next door neighbor. I'm like, hey, how to use the heater? Because we've been here a year now. I still don't know how to use it for my room, so I usually just wrap myself up in a blanket. Alright. I'd have had him evolved earlier if I realized Riolu only evolves during the day. And I stream at 8. Yeah, I know, that was so bad. I remember the day I gave it to you stream, and I was like, Matt, I realized something about Riolu. Fuck. I like Jumpluff, but Skiploom and Hoppip are very meh. Yeah, I'm not against Jumpluff. I like him more. I like the fact that like he's probably like a little bit of the dandelion, like you can blow in the wind. But Skiploom's just like, like I don't like him. Jumpluff though, I'd smack like here. I wouldn't even say I like him. I don't know anything about Jumpluff. Like, I understand he's like a dandelion pollen thing that kind of goes swaying in the wind. But that's all I know about him. That's the only characteristic I know about him. It's one thing. Design as well is just oddish, but like he floats. Oddish, but he floats is the entirety of that Pokemon. Very genuinely. Apom. I like Apom. I like Apom a lot. I don't like the look of Ambipom, truthfully. But I liked what they were trying to do. Apom's a pretty cool mon. Has a lot of character in Colosseum. Yeah. I do remember that, actually. Okay, that maybe knocks it up like that. There you go. That's what doing it in Colosseum actually probably knocks him up a little bit, because I do remember that. I do distinctly remember that. I was wondering what game had like that sort of thing about him. Apom. Apom is a personal boy, in my opinion. And I probably like him about there. I like the one hand thing. As a kid, I was always like, you know, when you'd play on the playground and you'd play the what character are you, and you'd get to be like whatever characters the hell you want, and you'd pretend to beat up your friends in the playground. I was always like, everybody else was like, I'm going to be Ben 10 and I'm going to be, you know, Batman and stuff like that. And I was like, I'll be Apom. And they were like, what the fuck's an Apom? And I was like, Apom, man. Apom is a handy Pokemon. Yeah, very, very true. They were always like, don't choose Apom, choose something that we know. And I'm like, bro, Apom, trust me, it's fine. I just have an extra hand. And then I'm going to be able to kick your ass. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry. And then I'd just be a bit of a bulkier kid when I was in primary school. So I'd just beat the shit out of them when we were playing our pretend game on the playground. So that's why Apom's very close to my heart. He helped me beat up kids. Yike. Okay. Sunkern. I like the design, but it's absolutely dreadful. But I can't hate it for being too awful. I probably like it. I also just realized I don't like Jumpluff that much. So yeah, there we go. That's probably that. We're getting a lot of Pokemon down in sort of lower regions, to be honest. But not many Pokemon that I say I hate yet. Kind of have to be a really shitty Pokemon for me to hate you. Sunflora. Almost to Whoop. Yep, almost to our Whoopie boy. I honestly don't hate Sunflora. I just know it doesn't have a lot going for it. And I'd probably put it like here. And I realize that I do actually hate Skiploom enough that I want to put it like here. Like, it's just not a nice Pokemon that I like at all. Uninteresting. Forgettable. It suffers the Gen 2 problem, essentially. But, like, to the extreme of this Pokemon is so goddamn forgettable. Yanma. I like Yanma a lot. I never really had to experience too much using Yanma, because I think you could only catch it in the Safari Zone, I think, at that point. And I only remember when it could become a Yanmega. And that I think that only showed up in Platinum when you did it like that. So my only experiences were when I had a pretty damn cool speed boost in Yanmega. And he was cool. So my memories are mostly positive of Yanma. I like Yanma more than I like Flaffy. These are like my unique boy Pokemon up here that I like. Yanmega is far better. Yeah. I mean, overall, it is just going to be better because it's a evolved, cooler looking Pokemon. But I feel like Yanma's still got the charm of a Pokemon that I like. It's a good bug Pokemon, in my opinion. If you think of, like, bug Pokemon in a line, Yanma's pretty high up there for me. Wooper. He knows Ice Punch. He's probably there. We're smacking Wooper up there. And that's just because he's the absolute joy of the world. He's great. Have you heard his cry in the anime? 1 second. Let's go listen to Wooper cries. I also do not want to talk about whatever the hell the bloody image was on the top right. We'll leave that alone. I love Wooper. Wooper's an absolute gem. And I do distinctly remember in the anime when it has a cry where it just goes like, Woopa, Woopa. And it was so goddamn cool. So he's up there. Quaggy Boy, even less so, but still up there. I probably actually don't like him more than Sudowoodo, but Wooper's up there. And actually, probably going to say Sudowoodo actually chuck up there, like, a little bit higher than a Mega Ram first two. So there we go. There's my overall opinion on that circumstance. Evolutions. I think these ones are done right. These ones are done good. I think they look cool. I think if I started rating them lower, it would just to be controversial, I think. I think these are pretty damn quality Pokemon. And I like Espeon about there and Umbreon about there, truthfully. Umbreon is S tier IMO. They're pretty high up there for me. Probably the best ones, to be fair. In terms of evolutions, they're pretty high, but I do like the Gen 4 evolutions a lot. Gen 4 evolutions are kind of my preferred batch. Mekro, I think, is very cool. I think Mekro is a pretty nice Pokemon. And I don't know how else to explain it. Like, just an interesting, cool-looking Pokemon. When it shows him up, I'm always like, yeah, Mekro, he's cool. I wish I used him more. I definitely want to have a Honchkrow. I don't even know how you evolve a Mekro, truthfully, but I like them. Slowking is pretty awesome. Slowking, I think, not as good as Slowbro. So I think he honestly, like, is just a bit higher than Flaffy. Holding an item and leveling, I think. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Maybe a Duskstone. I think it's a Duskstone. Good thing you put them in A. Any lower, we'd have to talk. Picks up such. Yeah, I did kind of give the evolutions of Gen 1. Love that you start Colosseum with Espeon and Umbreon. It was pretty sweet to start with two fully evolved mons. Yeah, Espeon and Umbreon as two Pokemon. That's why I liked them. They had the whole Feint Attack Confusion thing going on. Like, I enjoyed it a lot. Pokemon Colosseum is a great game. If you haven't played it already, I might actually try to play it on a stream, because I have it on disc. But yeah, I kind of gave Gen 1 evolutions a bit of a shit rating during last time that we played. Misdreavus. Misdreavus is pretty nice. I think that's a pretty decent B Pokemon. Like, up here. I like Misdreavus, and I like Mismagius too, but Misdreavus is a G. I like it a lot. They tried to do a lot of standalone Pokemon in this gen, didn't they? I remember Heads to Sledgehammer. Unknown. I think there is a lot of wasted potential with Unknown. So much so that I would put it in F. I understand it's cute. It's pretty cool. Their letters, they always do like Unknown puzzles. Isn't Unknown Gen 1? No, man. Gen 2. Yeah. It seems like it, though. It really does seem like it. It seems like you'd find it near the bottom of Gen 1. But yeah. They introduced the whole the Ruins of Alph with the Unknown in Soul Silver. Missing No was Gen 1, though. Oh, my goodness. Why wasn't he on the tier list? Is why not Gen 4? Is that true? Or why not Gen 3 or Gen 4? I think Gen 3 now that I think about it, but like, that doesn't sound right. I think it's because of the movie, I think that, yeah, they have the one with the Unknowns all flying around and stuff like that, yeah. Wobbuffet. Is this a male or a female one? They're using a female one as the reference. Wobbuffet's cool. They're cute. they end runs, and I can never... They're always good when my enemy has them, but they're never good when I have them. And that puts them just in front of Xatu, in my opinion. And also, I like that the tail has eyes, and it might be that the tail's the Pokemon, while the Wobbuffet's just a substitute training dummy. That's pretty cool. I also don't know what its naming convention is. Like, what is Wobbuffet? Wasn't he the Mandalorian from Star Wars? Alright, Girafarig. Once again, you can make a cool, unique design for a Pokemon. It's great. In order for me to want to use it, it's got to have something interesting about it. I really think, like, if it did an attack ability or a bite-based ability, like, that mouth did, like, an extra attack with it or something like that would be pretty cool. I think it's based on a comedian or something. Okay, yeah, okay, I could see that. Girafarig, truthfully, C. Yeah. Pineco. It's like if something gets buffeted, meaning a hit, and the wob is wobble because it's a punching bag. Okay, alright, that's cute. I like that. That's pretty cool. Pineco. Extremely forgettable Gen 2 Pokemon. Wobbuffet is called Sonans in Japanese. Its name is a direct play on the catchphrase of the late comedian Sanpei Hayashia. I think I said that right. But yeah. Oh, okay. Alright. It's interesting. Pineco and Fortress are just explosion merchants. Yeah, and I love that phrasing. Explosion merchants. That's such cool speak. Yeah, I dislike Pineco a lot. Because it does nothing but protect and blow itself up. And they kind of need to have a Pokemon for that, I suppose. But, like, I don't like that it is that, and it's a bit boring. Fortress is a little bit better, just in terms of design. But I also still don't like it. I wish, once again, I don't get why there was a color change. And I think they're meant to be different kinds of seeds, I think. The Voltorbs and Electrodes of Gen 2. Yeah, 100% that. But even Electrodes had their own, like, little interesting thing about them, you know what I mean? About looking like the Pokeball and electrically charged, and there's all sorts of theories about them, you know what I mean? But these are just, yo, we plant bug explosion monsters. I don't even know their typing. I think this one's Steel. That one's a bug. I think. Dunsparce, F. Gligar. Gligar I like a lot. I think Gligar's pretty damn cool. Sonic Boom to the end. Yeah, I know. Bloody 20 damage is mad. Gligar. I like a lot. The typing's super unique. Panico's Bug, Fortress, Steel. Yeah, see, I thought so. I thought I got that right. Gligar's typing of Flying Ground, super cool. They're immune to electric, which is super effective against flying. But they're also immune to what's it called? Ground, because they're flying type as well. So electric and ground resistances, super cool. Pretty cool looking Pokemon. They usually have pretty good moveset. And it came as a standalone Pokemon, but then Gliscor helped make it shine. That's what the Pokemon cards tell me anyway. I don't know fucking jack all about Pokemon cards, man. That ain't my shebang. Steelix. I think it's a cool Pokemon. I appreciated it more when I used it in Pokemon Reborn. Because it became a bloody lifesaver for me that when I had to use an Onix. In my Pokemon Reborn game. That was crazy. I'd probably put Steelix, truthfully, like... Bailey's such a good middle ground Pokemon. There. And that's because I like fighting them. When a trainer shows up and they chuck out a Steelix in a run, I'm like, okay, alright, I just need to kill him quick. And I never do. And I always get sweet. So. Mega Steelix is bad. about there. Very bad. Just uninspired, boring. What is it? What does it add? It's pretty cool looking. What's it doing? Explain to me what the Mega is doing for the Pokemon. You know what I mean? It's just adding a chin, kind of like what the thing with Glalie is. Is Glalie this gen? No, okay. But anyway, I think that's how I feel about Mega Steelix, truthfully. And also, it didn't need a Mega. It wasn't lacking, particularly. It was like the thing, Tyranitar didn't need a Mega. Mega Tyranitar didn't need to be a thing. It adds shoulder blades. Snubble. Snubble's cute. I like Snubble. It's the OG fairy Pokemon, you know? I'd probably say I like Snubble just a bit more than Cyndaquil. Glalie Gen 3. Mega Tyranitar does look pretty cool, though. Yeah, it looks cool, but that's because Tyranitar looks cool. It doesn't... I think Tyranitar looks cooler than Mega Tyranitar. Truthfully, it just adds unnecessary bits to it. It's like if you have a super cool, like, miniature Lego figure and you just start adding spikes and shit to it and, like, Mad Max style things. It's just... Yeah, it's gonna look cool, but you kind of... It's convoluted, I think is the word I'm looking for. It's very convoluted. Granbull, very cool Pokemon too, just as a concept. Very, very nice. I like the look of it. Very interesting poke. Probably like it about there, truthfully. The design's too busy. Yeah, it's unnecessary. Also, see you in a bit, Nick. Appreciate it. Yeah. Gonna mix up some music for a little bit. It's nah, it's a bit too busy. Sure. Let me know if the music's a bit too loud. Agree. I need it completely. Tail's the only part which works best for me. Yeah, I can see the tail. The tail's cool, but all it does is actually just oomph the spikes a little bit. So if it did a tail whipper move, it'd look super cool. Quillfish. It doesn't even... It uses spikes. It's the first, like, proper, like, spike damage dealer. I don't hate it. It's just not interesting to me. It's not my kind of poke. I'd probably put it just in front of Fortress. I know, actually, they're actually pretty strong from what I know. The strats you can do with Quillfish, I've seen them show up in, like, top-tier fights. Like, just not my shebang, you know? Scizor. Now, I don't care whether you're the Gen 1er, no Pokemon past these gens are great, or you're the 13-year-old edgelord who, you know, cosplays as Zoroark. Scizor's cool, and he's for everyone, and everyone can be friends with him. And that's why, truthfully, he's hanging out up here in my A tier. That 4 times weak to fire as well just makes me like him more. Super cool, but he has a kryptonite, you know? Mega Scizor, however, I'm not going to instantly shook him in F, because honestly, it ain't the worst. It's just not necessary. That's why I don't like it. I'd probably say I like I like Natu more than I like that thing. And that's probably where I'd put it. It's just... The wings now suck. The little dainty bits of the arms that kind of go into these huge chompy things, just not... It loses its grace. It becomes Deoxys. It looks like Deoxys, is what I'm essentially trying to say. It just turns into Deoxys. Shuckle. You don't fuckle with Shuckle. I need to put him up here, otherwise he will kill me. I fear for my life for this strange turtle man is here to slay me. But I will realistically probably put him, like, at the back of A. He's pretty cool. I like Shuckle. He's the bulkiest boy in the band. Heracross. Heracross is extremely cool. One of my favorite bug Pokemon, even though bug are pretty up there in terms of my preferences. I do like a lot of bug Pokemon. But I would put Heracross somewhere in A. I would probably put him just behind Murkrow. En mi personal opinion. But their Mega is atrocious. And their Mega deserves to be right next to Dunsparce. Because it does not improve the Pokemon. It doesn't do anything for Heracross. Heracross is already pretty damn cool. It needs to reinforce what the Pokemon's about, in my opinion. Or completely show a change. It can't just add a horn. It just doesn't do much. You know? Like, a controversial one, but one that I think works pretty well, is when you consider the Alakazam line. Because you got Abra, little small psychic dude, he likes to sleep, wake up, and he's unlocked his psychic powers. He's got himself a spoon that he uses to be able to focus his psychic power into. Alakazam, they gave him 2. Not the best choice, but overall, he's bigger, he's bulkier in his final form now. He's got like an IQ of 1 billion. Dylan wants Sneasel high ranked. Yeah, I believe that. Sneasel gets a pretty high rank, I think. Probably touches B, I feel. But I will get to them in a moment. And then Mega Alakazam then becomes the, like, you know, old sensei master, floats in the air, crosses his legs, has all these spoons around him like Gambit. I mean, that horn makes it look like a different type of rhinoceros beetle, I guess. That's cool. That's like, I can understand that. It's just not. It's not interestingly Heracross anymore. It doesn't reinforce the Pokemon or completely tilt its direction. It's playing it really safe as a design, in my opinion. But Sneasel is always cool, and even if it's the edgy kid's choice, I honestly think I'd probably put him like up here. I like them a bit better than that. I think it should be an Evo or something with a bit more work done, of course. Yeah, I think it has potential. I'm not saying that, like, I just think actually what it stands for in terms of how this looks compared to Heracross up here. If you put them side by side, and we go super close. It's not even close to consider what this does for the Pokemon. It seems like they've just went to everything and done +1. It's got a horn. Now they've got the 2 horns, like the pincers. It's got these 2 claws on each hand. Now they have 3 and bulkier hands. You know, it's just not. It's not. That ain't what my Pokemon's usually about, Chief. That ain't it. I'll also remember to actually move him back up. I think I put him here. No, actually, there. Off to eat. Gonna be dropping the volume off. Alright, appreciate it, man. Thanks for popping in. I do appreciate it, my dude. Have good food. Alright, Teddy Ursa up here with my boy Wooper. Probably prefer him more than Ampharos, to be honest. Cute bear. I like him. Collects honey. He is a. Let's see, trying to get. I hope you are, man. I hope you are. Yeah, you can even see Teddy Ursa is up like up at the top, on the top right, like up there. Because Teddy Ursa is a cool dude. All these Pokemon in this space at the moment, all cool Pokemon, in my opinion. But yes, very cool Pokemon. Ursaring, also a cool Pokemon, but just not as cool. I would probably chuck it like there, middle of B. I mean, like Teddy Ursa just because there's a history on the thing with it. I remember we had Suki in our Storm Silver run. They were a very sweet Pokemon, and it's evolved ever since. Slugma, best nickname ever. And if you don't know the nickname that you should name your Slugma, then, well, I am sorry. But, not awful. I like that they tried to put, like, a fire type in it. You know, there isn't many fire types here, to be honest. So I kind of appreciate that they are doing that. It's still a bit boring. I think there kind of speaks to me. And Macargo, honestly, isn't different. It's got, like, a pretty cool naming convention, like Escargot and Magma. Glad that Bouncer's in S. He deserves to be an S, brother. How you doing, Winter man? Nice to see from you. Alright, I think, honestly, Macargo can go, like, here. Interesting design. It's just sucky that when you go to the area that you want to have him, he's just not useful anymore. Remember that Typhlosion is in C. He absolutely replicates Charizard's stats and is just too uninteresting. Gen 2 suffers from that a lot. He's the best out of the three Evos. Wooper deserves to be up there. He's king. He is king. Wooper, he... My goodness. Alright, well, Swaidub. I think Swaidub's hella cute. If it wasn't... My boy, Danny Dyer. Wait, which one was your Danny Dyer? I forgot what, What did you name Danny Dyer? I do not miss that grind. Yeah, that was in Reborn, wasn't it? Danny Dyer was Swaidub. Oh, wait, yeah. Danny Dyer. Alright, let me... Swinub's cute and cool, and I like how it uses Pyro Snow. I'll probably put him next to Apom. S+. Nah, I don't think he deserves to be there. I think he deserves to be around there. That's honestly probably pretty... A lot of these Pokemon I'm probably putting in B because I understand that they're not great, but I have personal love for them. Like these ones down here. Except for when I go balls to the wall and I smack Teddiursa and Wooper and stuff and Sudowoodo. But overall... Sorry, my microphone's probably a little bit scuffed. Just in time for me to burp. The fuck? Makes a tier called Bounce and put Swinub in it. Agreed. Piloswine. Makes sense as an evolution for Swinub. I like the design. But overall just doesn't speak to me as much as Swinub is hella cute. Essentially. So I put Piloswine there. I prefer Mamoswine. Me too. Mamoswine is a G, that's why. Mamoswine's an absolute joy and love. But yeah, how's your day been, Danny? How you been up to? Swinub was great. Pilo was meh. Mamo was dummy. Yeah, okay. I'd agree with you there. I think I do overall agree. Bing, 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 bing. I completed the Pokedex on Sword, so I have a shiny charm now. Hey, nice. Nice of a Rooney, man. I haven't been able to bring myself to. I've sat down and tried to tick off the Pokemon one by one. Ooh, one sec. I have a bloop on my Discord now. Oh, no, okay, never mind. That's not for me in particular. Alright. And then I bought Hades. Hades, really good. You'll like it, I think. It's your kind of game. I love it a lot. Tempted to borrow the printer and laminator at work for the certificate. Oh my god, you big goddamn square. But yeah, also you're really cute, Danny. Corsola. I like it. I like the Pokemon. I don't use it a lot. It's similar to Quillfish. But I would probably rank it a few ranks higher in terms of effort for the Pokemon made. That's probably... Actually, no. I'm being a bit too kind there because I like Corsola's evolution. But, there we go. Remoraid. I honestly understand that Remoraid's meant to be like a gunfish. And there's this whole thing about it being pretty damn cool. It's just not for me. I'd put it there, maybe. Not my kind of jam. I wish it was red. If it was red like Octillery, yeah, I'd sign me up. Sign me up. Octillery, however, my man Octillery is probably like just above Wobbuffet. And he can shoot all he like. Fish Pog. Alright. Delibird. I wish Delibird had an evolution. And I wish it was a proper full-on Santa Claus, or like Mega Delibird would be so sweet. I mean that very, very genuinely. That'd be so, so cool. And maybe like if he's playing alongside an ally each time, like every turn your ally gets one buff to a stat. Gmax present. Yeah, stuff like that. That'd be so cool. I mean, I know that's Dynamax, but you know what I mean. Like, each, like, you know, time your ally gets, like, a stat bonus for each round. Kind of like that Moody thing. I think it's Moody, or something like that. But I put Delibird, like, the... I hate Delibird, yeah. I don't like to use him, and I like him as a concept. But also, they need to make more ice-flying Pokemon, so my player in D&D can use more ice Pokemon. Mantine. Fuck Mantine purely because the Stingray killed Steve Irwin. Fucking hell. I didn't realize we were blaming Mantine for the death of Steve Irwin. R.I.P. Steve, but fuck. And that was so passionate, Danny. Yes. Fuck. Alright, Mantine. Pretty cool. I don't get why it's flying, though. It's a flying water. It's probably, like, next to Crocodile. I'm just not sure if it's before or after Crocodile. Probably before, just because it's so forgettable. Think about it. Steve Irwin only died once Mantine existed. I don't think that's true. I think you're just saying that because I'll go, really? I don't think those two things coincide. Oh, fuck. I've been playing too much D&D. I was about to say take a comedy point, but... okay. Skarmory. Skarmory's cool. Skarmory's a big metal bird, but I would love to see a baby Skarmory. Also, Lance isn't the dragon champion. He is the flying type champion. Yeah, I agreed. Agreed, to be honest. He had a Kingdra, right? Can't remember if he had a Kingdra. Or that might be Claire. Skarmory is cool. D tier. No, I didn't put them down. I just let go of them. I probably put them next to Sneasel, because that's how I feel about them. Alright, we're almost through, though. Hey, we finished this almost an hour earlier than we have Gen 1. Houndour, it's cool. I love the doggies, me too. I like Houndour. Houndour, pretty damn cute. And I think it's consistent. It's kind of like how I feel about Sandshrew. It's consistently good. I'd probably say Houndour, I like more than Espeon. Houndoom, I like more than Umbreon. And Mega Houndoom, I think it's a good addition. And honestly, just kind of pushes him just before Heracross. No, you're being critical. Oh, fuck. Giving me excitement burps, goddammit. Alright, this is a bit too hypey for me making decisions. There we go. Stop hovering over the tiers then. No, because I need to do that. Yeah, I agreed. Kingdra's such a good Pokemon. I will do whatever the damn well I please. Alright, Kingdra. Because this helps me think when I can see like where it would look compared to the Pokemon around it. Really, really good Pokemon. Interesting water type. It has a good dragon mix. It's not a boring water dragon. Hey Nick, how you doing, man? Hey Winter, we'll have none of that, alright? This is a lovely, safe community. This is a safe space. Alright, yeah, honestly, I would say Kingdra is like... I like more than Umbreon. Actually, I probably like more than... I probably like it there. No, you. Slash ban, Straw Hat Hippie, got him. Slash ban, LTV. Oh my god. Yeah, I know, God. Nick was you first. And he's also kinda. Not kinda, wrong word. He's less combative. Balance Spider made a return to streaming today. Yeah, I don't really know too much about him, honestly. I've seen him pop up. I follow him. I'm glad he's able to pop on today. I saw him tweet. Aggressive, that's the word. Yeah, he's less aggressive. Fampy going up in S tier. He's gonna go hang out with my boys. Roll the elephant. Hasn't streamed in 6 months. Yeah, I saw him on Twitter tweeting about it. I was pretty like, hey, that's good, man. It's really difficult once you find yourself falling out of streaming to give yourself a nudge to go back in. Like, I'm trying to double my time that I'm streaming this year. Donphan is amazing. Donphan actually goes up here too. And just less than Vampy. Actually, yeah, there. It's working, he said. Yeah. Porygon 2. I don't like Porygon 2. Probably the bottom of F for me. I don't like that it's called Porygon 2. I understand why it is, because it's a virus and stuff like that, and it's a computer. Just because it's a computer virus doesn't mean that it can be lazy. It's also just more smooth Porygon, which I understand because polygons and stuff like that. If Porygon is so good, where is Porygon 2? Wait a minute. Is affiliate? I don't even... Can you lose affiliate if you're consistent? I don't actually know the rules about that. Stantler... Actually, meh. I'd probably say I put that there. I think you can, but I'm not sure. Yeah. I mean, I assume you can at some point, but Stantler had a cool Christmas form on Pokemon Go. I didn't see it. Let me go interrogate the internet. Pokemon Go Stantler. Oh, he had a red nose. His nose be red. Maybe it was just touching the 6 month mark. Maybe he actually got a notification that he'd lose his thing if he didn't stream. Possibly. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Smeargle, the artist beagle. I like it. I like it a lot. He's probably, like, here for me in terms of interesting concepts with the sketch and stuff like that. Actually, I probably like him more than Skarmory, because I feel like Skarmory should have had a pre-evolution to make him more viewable. Smeargle's dog shit. Nah, I like him, man. He's an artist beagle. I also like that he isn't coloured in, because it makes sense with the whole sort of colour motif. I like it a lot. I enjoy Smeargle, personally. Yeah, I agree. I like the idea of him, you know? Can't believe you think he's better than Cyndaquil, the cutest little lad. It's more that, for starters, they're underwhelming. That's the main reason I have against it. I honestly think, actually, Cyndaquil could probably be... No, I honestly can't justify him being better than any of the Pokemon that are above him. I'd probably put him lower if I started thinking too hard about it, but it's just because he's underwhelming in terms of, like, you know, what he can be. And I use him all the time. He's my favorite starter of this gen. I don't think he's more creative than Totodile in terms of design. I always use Cyndaquil more, but I think Totodile looks nicer. But I just think Cyndaquil's more consistent with his evolution line to be appealing. And also he's a fire type, which has that going for him in any starting game. Tyrogue. I don't like Pokemon that are like kids. But like not enough for me to instantly put them in F. I honestly would probably put them like less than Natu. Totodile has way more necessary baby Pokemon. Wait, one sec. Has way more personality and looks better, yeah. Wasn't necessarily necessary baby Pokemon. Yeah, agreed. But I do like the style of him. I like the addition of Hitmontop, though. Yeah, I agree. Didn't you have to balance his stats to be able to get him? Didn't you have to, like, make it so his attack and defense were the same when he evolved? Which sounds super goddamn complicated. Ugh. Hitmontop, though. I'll put here next to my friendly bear Pokemon. He spins on his head. Not sure if it's an IV or EV thing. No, I think overall it helps, but I think their attack and their defense need to be the exact same. Because if a defense is higher, it turns into Hitmonlee. If its attack's higher, it turns into Hitmonchan, I think. Smoochum. Once again, the same thing about Pokemon being children. But this one's just a kid who's lost at a swimming pool. Yeah, nah. I'll probably put it next to Cleffa. Leah's heart attack. Yeah, okay. Smoochum got them lips though. Smoochum is a child. A child with ice powers that they chucked into the wrong game. Elekid at least doesn't look like a small boy. And is actually pretty damn cool looking. Cooler than Delibird. Smoochum is gross. Elekid is a Chad, 100% agreed. I think Magby is way worse in comparison. If I had the Magby line and the Elekid line as like a starter options, everything is cool in Delibird. Fight me. I will, Danny. I will fight you. I don't know what on yet, but you know, there will be fights. But yeah. I'll flick your throat. Oh my god, how dare you. Don't do it. Keep me safe. Alright, yeah, but Magby, truthfully, I don't like it. I would never use the Magby line. I don't like the bird face that it has. Truthfully, it's like there for me. I'll flick you, man. Oh my god. You'll never feel pain until you've been throat flicked. I've never been throat flicked, from what I'm aware. Miltank. I like Miltank. Miltank's cool. I enjoy Miltank a lot. Cowpog. Agreed. But, probably like there, I think. There. That looks good. Oh my goodness. Also, hopefully got new emotes coming out soon. Blissy bad. Blissy uninteresting, I'd say. It's got an interesting background of having the most HP in the game, but that doesn't make a Pokemon good. I'd probably chuck it like to have a bit more personality than for Alligator. Close combat in Gen 4. Yeah, I know. That's why you think it's bad, because it takes about a minute and a half for its HP to go down. But, yeah. The legendary dogs. Gen 4 Blissey fights are painful. Yeah, I believe that. Gen 4 fights are painful in terms of the speed of the ability health bars to go down. I can't play Gen 4 without speed ups anymore. Couldn't do it. Could not do it. You couldn't make me. I just think Blissey's boring. Yeah. I also agree. I do think Blissey's a boring Pokemon in terms of like its looks and stuff like that. So I do agree with you there. Raikou. Raikou is best for me. I don't care for Entei and Suicune. It's just normie to me. Out of these that exist, I would probably say I like Entei more. Entei's just got that cool style to me, I think. But Raikou... not awful. I'd probably put it... higher than Snubble. Entei high D, actually. High D? Ooh, no. I think he deserves much better treatment than that, in my personal opinion. I think Entei is about that interesting. And he's the most generic looking. He just looks like a dog. Nah, he's got like that sort of graceful hound thing. It's like why I like Stoutland. Like a normal ass dog. No, he's not. He's got fire dog motifs. Look at his face and his bloody... He's got that mustache thing going down. Alright. Suicune. I agree. This one's the normie dog, in my opinion. I do like its ribbons. I never really think I've appreciated its ribbons as much as I have now, but it's got some pretty cool looking ribbons on it. I'd say it's cooler than Slugma. So that's my opinion on your legendary dogs. Something looks better than Entei. I don't know. Sometimes you can look at Stoutland's angles, especially in 3D. It looks very Slugma balls. That's exactly why I said I like him. Without properly saying it. Lavator. I like Lavator. Looks cool. It's the edgy kids Pokemon. You're gonna find that edgy trainer is like, this is my Larvitar. Yeah, Larvitar is a cutie. He's hella cute. He is baby. Yeah, agreed. I probably like him more about there. And I also think I actually like Blossom a bit less than Chikorita, just in terms of style and boring looks. It's also just a person again. Pupitar. I don't get why this isn't green. Also, is Pupitar just the middle of this Tyranitar? I'd probably put it, like, below Scizor, honestly. It's obviously it's the middle stage. BRB, gonna have tea. Alright, okay, awesome. Have good food, man. Appreciate it. Tyranitar. Pretty damn cool pseudo-legendary for if you need to have a pseudo-legendary like this. Like, just overall, really cool Pokemon. Pretty happy with it. I'd probably say... not more than Kingdra. But I think there is where I put Tyranitar. I don't think his Mega Evolution is extremely necessary. And I think it honestly just makes him look a little bit like... a little bit more like a Deviantart OC, you know? So I'd probably smack him, like, honestly, like... I actually like Larvitar more. It actually drops him down drastically. Just adding all these unnecessary features to him. I don't care for Megatrons. I agree. I don't care for them either, truthfully. Now we're going for Handbird. Lugia the Handbird. Who's an absolute G. Alright. In terms of legendary Pokemon, their story isn't really intricate. They didn't really have a lot for Lugia, did they? They had a fair bit of story for, like... Let me actually go Google. Because I'm pretty sure they... Yeah. The Tower Duo with Ho, even sometimes as Ho is Pearl lost it. Yeah. Yeah, I know there's Gale of Darkness. I know it's Gale of Darkness, but, like... I'm trying to remember, like, the origins of it. I was just looking up a little bit about Lugia, because I actually don't know what makes him the special legendary Pokemon. Handy Manny is next, yeah, Handy Manny. Honestly, I'd probably put them, like, there. Cool in design. I don't understand what they are. The reason that they're legendary is kind of forgettable. I don't know why they're legendary. I know why Ho-Oh is. Ho-Oh is the Pokemon that, like, you know, makes wishes and, like, restores life to things. But Lugia is just the other one. Even in Pokemon Soul Silver, they tell you more backstory about Ho-Oh. I don't mean generic birds. I mean Zapdos, easy. Is the bird's dad or something? Okay. Alright. But why is he the dad? Why? Like, what makes him the dad? From the films. No. Moves and stats are pretty damn good, but those damn hands... Yeah, I know. Wait, oh yeah. Ho-Oh is the legendary dog's dad's. And Lugia is the legendary bird's dad's. And so they're having, like, a dad battle in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, right? That's all their whole thing. I prefer Luigi so much more, though. Yeah, me too. Ho-Oh, yeah. I don't like the green. I think it would have been cool to have it be the yellow or the gold, honestly. Or like a scintillating blue, maybe making its way out like a blue fire, because it's sacred fire moves like blue, right? I'd probably put it like the. Like an evolved Moltres, yeah. Celebi, I like Celebi. Celebi is cool. They have a time travel Pokemon, and it takes care of nature and stuff like that. Celebi is pretty sweet. I'd probably put Celebi like here. I love Celebi. Celebi is awesome. Yeah. At least Luigi. Keep on it, Luigi, like so, like consistently. I love that film too with Celebi. All right, yeah. So this is the squad. Holy hell. Ooh, they're pretty decent Pokemon there, to be honest. I can't remember how to actually spell. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you just put an A at the end. Lugia. Like. Anyway, I was being an up. Yeah. Luigia? Luigia. That's the country I'm from.